The proclamation had been broadcast across every communication channel on Earth. Emperor Drac of the Centaurian Empire had decreed that all human females would be eliminated. Not enslaved, not relocated, eliminated. His reasoning was as cold as the void between stars. Human women possessed the genetic anomaly that, when properly harnessed, could threaten his 1,000-year reign. They are too dangerous to exist, the Emperor had declared, his metallic voice echoing through homes and shelters worldwide. The females of Earth carry within them the seeds of my empire's destruction. General Anna Reed stood in the war room of Earth's United Defense Force headquarters, her weathered face illuminated by the holographic display of enemy positions. At 53, she had spent 3 decades in military service, rising through the ranks despite the barriers that had once existed for women in the armed forces. Now, as humanity faced extinction, those old prejudices seemed laughably insignificant. Their fleet will reach lunar orbit in 18 hours. She informed the room of officers, her voice steady despite the weight of their situation. We have one chance, one opportunity to end this before full-scale planetary bombardment begins. Many had argued for surrender, for negotiation. But the Emperor's decree made his intentions clear. There would be no mercy, no quarter given. Half of humanity was marked for extinction, and the other half for subjugation. Operation Thunderstrike is our last option. Anna continued, expanding the hologram to show the planned assault path. While our main fleet engages their outer defenses, a small strike team will infiltrate the Emperor's command ship. She paused, meeting the eyes of each officer present. I will lead this team personally. The protests were immediate and expected. General, with respect, we cannot risk our highest-ranking officer on what amounts to a suicide mission, argued Colonel Torres, her second-in-command. Anna silenced the objections with a raised hand. The Emperor has made this personal. He fears what we women can do. I intend to show him exactly why his fear is justified. The plan was daring to the point of insanity. Using experimental stealth technology developed in the decades since first contact, Anna's small team would approach the Imperial flagship disguised as debris from the battle. Once aboard, they would fight their way to the Emperor himself. What the Emperor didn't know, what even most of Earth didn't know, was that the genetic anomaly he feared was real. A small percentage of Earth women possessed latent psionic abilities that had begun to manifest following exposure to alien technologies. Anna was one of them, though she had kept her emerging powers hidden from all but her most trusted associates. As the battle commenced, Earth's fleet engaged the Emperor's armada near Jupiter's orbit. The distraction worked. Amid the chaos of explosions and disabled ships, Anna's small craft slipped through undetected. Remember, she told her team of 5 as they prepared to board. Once we're inside, we have 40 minutes before their internal sensors can adapt to our bioscramblers. The boarding was flawless. Moving through the massive flagship's corridors, they encountered minimal resistance at first. The aliens, with their exoskeletal bodies and superior technology, had grown overconfident. They never expected humans, especially human women, to bring the fight directly to them. But as the team neared the command deck, alarms blared. They had been discovered. "Go, General," shouted Lieutenant May as she took a defensive position at a junction. "We'll hold them here." Hannah hesitated only for a moment before continuing forward, the sounds of intense fighting fading behind her. One by one, her team members stayed behind at crucial points, buying her time with their lives. When she finally reached the Emperor's private chambers, she was alone and had sustained a deep wound to her side. The Emperor stood waiting, his iridescent carapace gleaming under the artificial light, his forearms each holding a different weapon. "Impressive," he chittered, the translator rendering his alien speech into English. "You've proven more resourceful than anticipated, but your journey ends here, human female." Anna straightened, ignoring the pain in her side. "You're right about one thing, Emperor. Something does end here today." The Emperor attacked with lightning speed, but Anna had been preparing for this moment. As his energy blade slashed toward her, she dodged with unnatural precision, her psionic abilities allowing her to anticipate his movements milliseconds before they occurred. The fight was brutal and swift. The Emperor's physical strength was overwhelming, but Anna's newly enhanced reflexes kept her just beyond his reach. When she finally saw her opening, she struck not with her weapon, but with her mind. The Emperor froze mid-attack, his alien features contorting in confusion. What? What is this? This, Anna said, stepping closer, is exactly what you feared. Using abilities humanity was only beginning to understand, she penetrated the Emperor's consciousness. Not to kill, but to reveal. She forced into his mind the full experience of Earth's history, the struggles, the triumphs, the endless resilience of her people, especially its women. "We don't want your empire," she told him as he fell to his knees, overwhelmed by the psychic assault. "We never did, but we will defend our home." With the Emperor incapacitated, Anna used the flagship's communication system to broadcast a new message throughout the fleet. The image of their mighty Emperor kneeling before a wounded human woman spread across every ship in the Armada. "Your Emperor declared war based on fear," she announced to the alien forces. "Fear of what he doesn't understand. Earth doesn't seek conquest. We seek only peace and our continued existence. Return to your worlds, and we will not pursue you." The ceasefire came within hours. The Centaurian Empire, built on the strength and infallibility of its emperor, crumbled when faced with his defeat. Later in the rebuilding years, historians would debate whether it was Anna's military strategy or her psionic abilities that had saved humanity. But Anna knew the truth. It was neither. It was the simple human determination to survive, to protect one's own, that had carried her through to victory. Emperor Drak had sworn to erase Earth's women from the galaxy. Instead, he had awakened in them a power that would reshape the stars themselves.